This is the big show.
What made you want to come and do this? What's the reason? That's what I'm trying.
Which project?
That you're going to do for YouTube, a special edition for.
Oh.
I mean, what possessed you? I mean, what kind of led you to think I'm going to do this?
Actually, it's one day I was, sitting by my bed playing this song, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to try to play it. The original is in a major key, so I thought, you know what? I'll try playing a minor key version of that, and it sounded very cool. And I did also some reharmonization, and I thought it sounded very, very cool. And my next thought is, wow, I should do a whole band arrangement for this, maybe even some orchestra, and record it.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason. Do you expect? Do you have any visions of expectancy of what it would stir, what it would, Do you think your fans, now that this is a little bit change of what you're doing, because on most of your recordings, if not none, I haven't heard really any orchestrations. What do you think that will have?
Especially if you listen to the track Eclipse from our latest album, Counterclockwise, there is a minute-long orchestra intro that I also wrote.
I haven't heard that one. Okay, I apologize. Yeah, I haven't heard it, but I'll look
Actually, I'm sorry. The drummer Alan and I wrote it together.
Okay,
so,
I'll look into it.
I've had a part of it as a basic idea, and then he came to my place and we worked on it. So. Yeah, that's a track that has 1 minute of orchestra intro without the band, but on this song we're planning to do full band with the orchestra.
That's good.
I think it's going to be very interesting.
It would be. It's a long time since I heard a rock band, I mean a rock band actually do something with an orchestra. It's been a long time, and it would actually be very nice to hear a version of something that deals with rock and orchestration. It's good to marry the two things together, and I don't see any reason why there shouldn't be. If it's possible to do, why not? I'd go for it. Okay then, so that's the future plans. We talked about the past. Any hints you'd like to give any aspiring young musicians that find you on YouTube and think, hey man, I want to be like Ivan? I mean, what? Anything you'd like to give anyone to inspire them? Like, what should they not give up or give up?
Well, if they're thinking about giving up, they should probably give up because because it's not easy. So you have to really want to do it to actually do it. So if you're thinking about giving up, do yourself a favor and give up.
Give up now.
I've mentioned this a lot of times today, but I think the key is doing what you love and playing songs that you love, because that will keep you motivated. If you play music that you enjoy playing, that will keep you wanting to spend more time with your instrument, and the more time you spend with your instrument, the better you will get. So, if you take a piece of music that you don't like and you just want to learn it so you could improve, you might improve, but it will also make you, it will decrease the love you have for your instrument. So I think it's really very important to play music that you like.
Very well said, my man. Very well said. Respect. And when people come to an audition or they say to me, okay, what shall I play when I come and sing for you or do, I say to them, I want you to choose your most favorite and the only thing that really turns you on to play it or to bring it up in front of someone else. Because if that is what you really love, then it will come out the best, as much as you can possibly portray it, obviously. But it's no good picking something up that you don't really like, but you think musically it will impress somebody else. So, respect.
Yeah. I mean, there's always, at least for me, I don't know, maybe for others as well, but there's always musical pieces that are demanding and that I like. So why not, expand your technique and whatever else with playing the pieces that you enjoy playing and listening to. There's no reason for you to learn a difficult piece of music that you don't like.
Again, very well said. Okay, Ivan, thank you very much for your time, your patience.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll get to
Thank
talk
you
to
for
you
calling
again.
me.
It's wonderful. Before you went onto the White Snake stage, so to speak, what were you feeling? Because now coming up is your plane flew away, and that's your White Snake finale. So what did you feel when you
I did feel a little nervous. I always did. However, that day I did something that I don't usually do. I cheated in a way. I did drink a bit of tequila before the show.
God, I can't. I remember in my days with the band, we would, you go onto stage, you got like 20,000 people there or something, and then the drummer is half drunk, the guitarist, he doesn't even know his name, and there's me drinking
drunk.
tea. Yeah. Well, no, but I'm just coming to the psychology of it, really. And there's me with a cup of tea, and I say to them, and I've always said to my fellow members, I said, "Where's your problem?" They said, "Kim, have you seen how many people are out there?" I said, "Yes. So what was the problem? They've come to see us, or you. They've come to see us. So really, where's the problem? Why are you afraid of such an audience or any audience?" But there's a lot of people out there. I said, that's what we're doing it for. And yet,
I know.
Yeah, and yet, sometimes the human body needs something to help it along. Anyway. At least you're honest, and I like that about you.
It's
nice.
funny because it's hard to say why. I know all the things that you just said, but sometimes I do get nervous. And it's funny, a few days ago, I watched an interview with Slash, and he said that he still gets nervous when he's playing big gigs, which is absurd because you would never say that Slash from Guns N' Roses can get nervous before a gig, but he does.
But he does, yeah.
And
it's
just
it's
some of us are like that.
No, but you've also mentioned, and I heard you say, I did something I normally don't do. Normally you don't do. So you can't really put yourself in that basket, whereas somebody does it all the time, and as they do it all the time, they do it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and then it gets to the point where they're continuing like that, and many a band has broken up because of that, and many a person have lost their life because of that. And that's a sad case, So anyway, we can't all be the same. We can't all have the same strength. But at the end of the day, that's what makes the world go round and everybody different. Because if we were all cloned to be the same, it would be pretty boring. I'm not saying everybody should be like me or like you, or in any case, that everybody should be what they are. But if you can possibly convince somebody that to take something within the body is going to help the next step, when your body doesn't really actually need it, it's just your mind thinks that it needs it, then it would help somebody better. So next time you're on a big gig, remember to call me on my cell phone, and I'll say to you, Ivan, don't drink. Nah, it's a joke.
Well, I've played quite a lot of big gigs actually, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't drink a lot before the Whitesnake show, so I didn't even get drunk or anything like that. It was just a little bit.
I'm only joking.
Just a little bit.
Only joking.
Yeah.
It's nervous in the sense that it's not just a big crowd. It's because it's Whitesnake, and imagine people came there to see Whitesnake. Not maybe everybody, but if we just take say 90% of them came for the Whitesnake gig. I went to a gig.
Probably more.
Yeah, probably more. Okay. Either way, the thing is that if you come on and you're going to warm the crowd up, or you know, kill some time for Whitesnake to get into their tight pants now with the big bellies and what have you. And actually, I wanted to ask you because I don't like false publicity. To be honest with you, and you be honest with me, how many of the Whitesnake originals were there? I mean, you know, just give it to me straight.
Well, it depends who you consider original. I mean, Whitesnake, honestly, Whitesnake was always more of David Coverdale's solo project than a band.
Okay.
And
True.
I mean, David Coverdale was there, of course, and Tommy Aldridge on drums. I mean, he was on one of the old albums, but he still is a part of Whitesnake history. So
that's 2 out of what, 4 or 5? Anyway, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Oh, 5. Having said that, it must have been. How shall I put it? It was a great thing that you actually did step on the stage to warm up the people for Whitesnake. Not many would actually do that. Not many that I know of from, you know, some of the people that I do know personally. Mainly because they'd be shit scared. Not because they couldn't play, but they just would be shit scared. And it's a great thing and an amazing thing that you actually did that. But then again, you had nothing to fear because you're all a fine bunch of musicians. All 3 of you, I raise my hat to you. It's gone, my hat, but, you know, I raise my hat to you. English figure of speech of respect. Okay, we'll finish off with the white snake thing. I'm going to let it play all the way through. I'd like to thank you again deeply for your time and your patience. As far as the show is,
thank you very much for inviting me.
Right, it's great. I hope you accept a next time as well on maybe a different level. Sure. with the other guys too. I want you to enjoy your holiday. I wish you all the best when you come back on the new project that will surprise us with this 40-year-old song from a major to a minor. Having said all that, I'd like to thank your Italian connection. Is it Paola? Paola.
Yeah.
Paola, for her connecting us somehow. And, well, really at the end of the day, let's thank the internet that we only had 1 interruption and not like 10, because it's really been smooth. It's been great. Some good music, good conversation. I wish you all the best. I'll go out with this and I'll just tell people who you are. And if I just don't say Mihaljevic and I say Mihaljevic, to the English, bloody ear, it's the same. But they know what I'm talking about, I'm sure, as you do. Thank you very much, Ivan. Very, very much indeed, from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, you've made my day, and you have immensely helped the Fatsa Fatsa show. Hopefully to see you on the platform. And let's exchange emails at some stage. You can write to me on Skype or something. And let's keep in touch.
Okay, yeah.
Please, let's do that. All the best to you, man. Okay, so that's Ivan Mihaljevic, all the way from Zagreb, I believe, or he could have been in New York, but we don't know because it's an internet connection. It could be, he could be just round in the next room, but you'll never know that either, and I'm not going to tell you. It's possible. Everything is possible if you put your mind to it. We've heard a lot of things from Ivan about his music, his life, his past, how he got on, and his future, and also some very good advice for people who are going to listen to this in edited form, because this will be edited. It will also be put on YouTube if I get your permission eventually.
Maybe you can put a hat on me.
I don't think I can, because I can't control your camera.
I mean, in the editing.
Oh, in the editing, I will try for sure. If you want me to, I will do that. I'd love to. Anyway,
I think this is the part where I have the hat.
This part, okay. I'll put it on there. It's been very, very enjoyable, Ivan. It really has been, and I'm happy I've had you on my video wall. This is what I call my video wall at the back, and I keep saying to people, if they want to get on the video wall, it's easy. I like to play original music rather than the music that we hear in the charts every day. I'm very bored with that. I'm very fed up with it, and that's why I did the platform. That's my dream. So thank you again. That's the 5th time. Anything you want to say to anybody, like, you know, any close person, you know, anybody, you know, close to you, for making them suffer and making them wait? Like, if anyone's waiting for you now, you know, you want to say sorry, but this Kim Nicolaou never stops talking. I don't know.
No, but I do want to thank all the viewers for listening and watching this interview.
Thank you. Okay, we've done all that. So let's get down to the music. This is the man and his band called The Side Effects. That's quite a nice name, that, The Side Effects. You know, I keep them on the side and effects and things. That's great. This is Your Plane Flew Away, Stop Drinking, Otherwise You'll Miss the Train. And it is Mihaljevic.
Yeah, it's funny.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's funny.
What?
A drunk version about a song about a drunk.
Is that what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. That's really great. I mean, when you look at it now, everything is going round and round and round in my head. It's spinning around.
Yeah.
I think I've had too much to drink. What's happening? This is the effect that Ivan and his song has on me. It has an effect with the side effects. This is the video wall, and it's all happening, and it's going round and round and round in our head. I'd like to start that off again, because it was a great start, that was, wasn't it? It was a great start, that. It was a great start. So let's stop it. It's live. We can do what we want. It's our show. And let's start that again, because really...
Sorry for me interrupting it.
You're forgiven. Just don't do it again when we have another interview, okay?
Okay.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. No, it's a great track, man. I like the beginning of this track from the other tracks that I heard.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious. It's a great track. I'm going to put it full volume, and I'm going to start it. Shh, okay? If you want to stay online, and at the end you can, you know... All right, but stay online if no one's waiting for you to go for lunch or something, because I'm feeling guilty that I'm keeping you. Okay, again, this is Ivan having a drink before the gig. Shh.
See
Man, I'm sorry, but I got to interrupt that. That is. There are no words for that. Man, how can you actually hit those notes and not miss the riff? I mean, there's just no words. I mean, that fucking brilliant. It's.
Thanks.
I mean, can you hear it? I mean, can you hear it? I mean, man, that is good. How'd you do that? That is amazing. That is excellent. That is excellent. I really wish you all the best, man. It's absolutely something else. And I'm sorry I interrupted it, but that riff and the energy of this track is something else from some of the others that I heard. It's great, very energetic, and it's a real drive-through track. Great stuff. So there you go, people of the Fatsa Fatsa and people who love and follow Ivan. That's Ivan Mihaljevic and his side effects supporting Whitesnake. And I could tell you from now, no offense to anybody, but I don't think some of those bits there, I could say some of those bits, not every bit, some of those bits, I don't even think Whitesnake could have done them or pulled them off, personally. But who am I to say? But having known some of them people all those years ago, I can tell you that some of those bits could not be played by Whitesnake, even if they did have two tequilas or whatever they're gonna have. I respect and appreciate the main man that kept us company. It's nearly 2 hours and 17. It is the longest interview I've ever done. Usually they last about an hour, maybe an hour 10. But I don't know what this guy is on, but he's survived over 2 hours of Kim Nicolaou and Fatsa Fatsa. He has to get the Fatsa Fatsa award. Man, that is something. I've got to draw one up and give it to you. Anyway, we're coming up to the finale. Let's finish off with this wall here. I would just like to say, just to plug my show a little bit, just give me a tick there. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so having this, you can see all this. If you want to be on the video wall, just like Ivan, and a few others, but Ivan mostly, just like Ivan, you need to post and you need to get in touch with me. Look at this. This is the wall. This is where you gotta be. So let's go back to the star of the day. Ivan, my man, do you hear that? Wow. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Wow. And then I have to fall back to this soppy little tune that I have. I gotta get cascading mirrors. It's ridiculous. Listen to this. I can't live with that, honestly. This is ridiculous. No, man. You gotta send it to me. You got.
Okay.
You gotta send it to me, and I'll loop it, and I'll use it as my background, because this is a bit embarrassing after all that coming back to this. And I've been saying this for like 8 months. we could look it up. I think it's November I started to say it. I have some archives somewhere. I'll send it to you. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, somewhere here. Very well appreciated. And let's keep in touch, and let's hope we can do something in the studio, you know, where you have on YouTube somewhere. It's quite nice, that studio, that you have all those little things there, because that's interesting. And tell your side effects, or ask them if they'd like to join us. I'll have a cup of tea or coffee here, and you could be drinking what you can, and we could just talk about music, and maybe some musicians that come from where you are and would like to just, you know, have a little bit of exposure. We're glad to help anybody that would like to go through this path of the music industry, because if you really love it, you'll carry on with it, and if you don't, is, as you said earlier, just give it up. And I've been doing it for, I don't know, 50 odd years or so, so I'm happy. I'm 63, by the way, so I've been doing it since I've been 13. Love you and leave you, Ivan. Thank you very much again.
Okay.
I'm going to play the closing credits, and thank you again for the 10th time. And well, let's I don't know, get together soon. All right.
Sure.
Let's not just keep it to words, though. I'll type you my email pretty soon on your Skype. We're already connected on Skype. If you ever see me and I'm on and you want to say something, please, you're most welcome. Just knock on the door, okay? And have a nice holiday and enjoy your projects. Hi to your side effects as well. Hi to them all. And may all you wish come true. Okay? Good night, goodbye.
Thank
God
you.
bless whatever country you come from, anybody and everywhere who is listening to the Fatsa Fatsa show. We have come to the end. Good night all.
Listen.
Bye.
You know what's wrong with the world today. It's just not right. It's not proper.
Kim.
It's not your grandma's radio show.
Where's it going to stop?
Kim.
It's frightening.
Kim.
I'll be back.